Hello, welcome to Robotics. I'm Susan Lindberg, and I am going to be the robotics teacher of record. And this is an 8th period class. So since it's an 8th hour, we're going to be Zooming only on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12 to 1, and then on Friday from 12:50 to 1:25. So how will the class be graded? It will be graded based on attendance and some of the progress on the extended activities you will be doing. Okay, so we're going to mix it up a little bit and use some of the experience of the older students to teach the younger students. But we'll first start out with some introductions, meet everybody, and then take a tour of the robot and the shop. And the older students can explain the different components of the robot. And we'll learn some tools and the hardware necessary. And of course, very important is some safety. So everything that's going to be essential to build a robot. So our extended activities, depending on which area you want to explore more, we'll have some SolidWorks if you plan on doing more of the mechanical, being on the mechanical team, Adobe, if you're planning on being on the business team, and some coding if you're going to be on the coding team. This class is a mixture of kids who are on the VEX team and the FRC team, so we will break up into different sessions and learn the things that are essential to each of those different robot platforms. For the VEX, we'll be looking at the new games and some designs, and we actually have 3 complete sets that we can loan out and kids can build at home. FRC, we would like to get the robot to different groups of people, and so we'll work that out. I am the teacher of record for this class. However, this class is a team, the FRC team, and so there's a collaboration between Mr. Brandt, who is the robot coach, the FRC coach, and we will be working closely together. So there's Mr. Brandt.
Welcome, everyone. We have the VEX team in addition, and I'll be helping out with both FRC and VEX, so will Mrs. Lindberg. Our job at this point in terms of the club and the team will be different for VEX and FRC. The game for FRC will be very similar to the game that we designed our robot for. So what we want to do is we want to complete our robot. So I'll be transferring the robot from the school to various students or student groups. We have to determine in our meetings, which will, Mrs. Lindberg will tell you the times of the meetings. You can see those. They're a short thing. It's only like 2.5 hours a week. So what we need to do is come up with a plan on what we can do, how we can finish our FRC robot. In VEX, we need to come up with a plan on how we want to play the game. So we're going to, of course, look at the game animation. We're going to brainstorm how we want to play it, come up with some ideas. There are already robots out there that we can look at and see how they're performing and what ideas they have. And then we need to design and build robots. And as Mrs. Lindberg said, there are multiple robot sets. So we're hoping to actually get these to students so that they can make components of the new robot, or at least do some Zoom sessions while one person, builds part of it. And so 1 or more people. So I think we have 3 or even enough for 4. And I think we have in the class about 8 kids right now that are VEX kids, and a few more that are FRC. So it's going to be a difficult task for us because, you know, we're going to be extended learning, and we have to stay away from each other, and robotics is really a hands-on thing, and we can't wait to have you back in the shop and back at Saguaro working with robots, but we also have to stay safe. Just like we stay safe in the shop, not to damage ourselves, we need to stay safe in terms of being close to one another and not transferring COVID to ourselves, between ourselves and to our families. So we're very excited to do what we can and get started. We're not going to be putting in the kind of hours we did with robotics in past years. We just can't do it. It's just not going to happen. But we are going to continue. We are going to build robots. And as it sits now, we are going to compete sometime next semester. Look forward to seeing you guys, at least through Zoom soon.